everyone, welcome to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce, and we know it's Halloween season, and I love a good haunt. So I have us with us today a scare actor. He works at the Realm of Terror Haunted House in Round Lake, Illinois. I have Samuel Howard. Samuel, thanks for coming on the Horror Room, my friend.
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that last part.
I said, thank you for coming to the Horror Room, my friend.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about Realm of Terror Haunted House.
Realm of Terror is a haunted house in Round Lake Beach, Illinois, that has been running for over 20 years now. The owner, Steven, started the haunted attraction when he was just a teenager. And he's been running the ship for well over a decade now, and he's made something truly special. It's a classical maze-style haunted attraction that plays off of claustrophobia and sensory disorientation. So it's the kind of haunted attraction experience where you don't have to worry about the actors messing with you or touching you. You don't have to sign a waiver because the way the house is designed is to make you feel as physically uncomfortable as possible just by walking through. The actors are just there to make sure you have a fucking awesome time.
Awesome time. Now, how long has this haunt been in business?
I want to say like 22, 23 years. It's been over 20 years. It's a long time. I actually went to Realm of Terror when I was just a kid, like 5 years old. Yeah, a messed up little kid.
Now, how long have you been a scare actor?
I've only been a scare actor for 3 years, and honestly, it happened completely on accident. I was just looking for another job, and I was looking for, I saw like openings for a haunted house, and I was like, yeah, I can, take tickets or do event stuff, maybe be an actor or whatnot. So I applied and ended up becoming an actor there. I think my first night, it was their family friends nights. And they didn't really have the swamp ready because they were still getting everything ready for the season. This was post-COVID, by the way. So that whole house was basically shut down for over a year, and they were just getting back on their feet. There was like a utility alleyway. I was dressed in a full ghillie suit. And I was like, wait, there's not really a lot to hide in. I'm in a ghillie suit, and this is empty. And I asked, I went up to the boss man, Steve, and I'm like, what should I do? And honestly, that kind of caught him off guard. He was like, ad lib or something.
Yeah.
So he made a mistake there because I'm like, okay, ad lib anything, that's fine. I'll come up with whatever. So I hid under the rafters of the house facade, and I'd poke out at people and be like, I'm the Bushman. My berries are delicious. And it just worked. Ever since then, me and Realm of Terror, we've had this very positive, passionate, loving relationship.
Amazing. Now, I have respect for scare actors because last year was my first and only year working as a scare actor at the Nevermore Haunt in Baltimore, Maryland. Give you guys a free plug. And I was the butcher in the butcher scene. And like, I didn't get a script or anything. It was just make this fucking work. And I have respect for scare actors now because the physical demand is incredible. Like every night I was my voice would be blown the fuck out. My knees would be shot. Like I was just sweating mess. I was just fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
Do you have that same experience?
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, this weekend, I'm not gonna lie, I totally ruined my body after this weekend. I was telling everyone on our little Facebook group, like, hey guys, Friday the 13th is coming up. This is the beginning of those busy times. So please be kind to yourself, take it easy. Remember, it's a full weekend. Don't exert all your energy. And then, of course, by the end of the weekend, I was like, well, I'm covering like 20 different bruises, and some of these could be injuries that take me out of work.
And I mean,
it was fun. I'll do it again.
It was fun. I mean, I loved Ren. Yeah. She was like the mother of the everyone, but she would walk around with these little honey cough drops, and I would be sucking cough drops all fucking night.
Yep.
Because like
on those busy nights, even if you're projecting the right way, which we try to teach people how to project from the gut so they're not blowing out their voice. If you're going from your throat to project all the stuff you're screaming, you're gonna blow out your voice, and it's gonna be like.
Yeah.
But if it's busy enough, even if you're projecting from the gut, you're still going to blow your voice out because you just have the density of people coming in.
Now, how big is this haunt? I mean, is it a pretty nice size? It's when someone
It's a
goes
decently
in.
sized haunted attraction. It's about 20 to 30 minutes to get through, depending on how fast groups are moving through. There's a lot of different areas to it. It has a classical haunted mansion motif. It used to have a medical themed, like crazy laboratory where all the monsters are running loose. Since then, we're in this new era of Realm of Terror where we are moving on to this manor motif that still plays off your sense, like the sensory disorientation that they are known for.
Amazing. So I got to definitely get out there next year and check this one. I love a good haunt. Now,
Absolutely.
now, do you do your own makeup, or do you have a makeup artist there to do
I
makeup?
was, oh man, I wish I had the talents.
Me too, right?
Staff, they are so good. No, I don't do my own makeup. I do make my own costumes sometimes. That's from the knowledge they have shared with me. They have a wonderful costume department and makeup department. The head makeup artist, Stevie Kristoff, was on Sci-Fi's Face Off,
Nice.
and she is an absolute legend in the industry. I love her work so much, and I feel so happy whenever she does my makeup because I'm like, oh my god, I look so spoopy.
So how long? I know it wasn't the first night. Like it wasn't the first night for me. How long did it take you to create your character?
To create characters, it really
Hmm.
depends on the character because sometimes I just have these weird like throwaway ideas, like almost jokes. I'm like, um, maybe if I put like a bucket over my head and dress as a janitor, that'd be funny. I'm good with that. And then there's other times where I'm scrolling through Facebook, I see a picture of like this beekeeper and what beekeepers looked like in the Middle Ages. And I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. Me likey. Can I build the costume? And then I build it, and I'm like, yes, I can. So in terms of new characters, it really depends on what you're trying to do. The medieval beekeeper, which is like the character I've been doing this year, and probably one of my favorite costumes at this point. It took me about 3 weeks just to build the costume, get the concept all right. As for what the character actually played like, I didn't even know when I debuted the character because I was like, I'm just trying to build something cool. Then when I actually debuted it at the haunt, I'm like, okay, know what'd be funny? If the guy just talked in bee noises, and that way we're going to distract the groups so the guy ahead of me can actually, boom, get the scare. And I was just like,
See, that's creepy enough right there.
oh yeah, no. I scared the boss man with that, and he was mad because I scared him with stupid bee noises.
I tell women all the time. I say, if you're just talking, you just get start talking to a guy. Go to a haunted attraction with him, and you'll find out a lot about him.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know if you experienced this, but I experienced this a lot. Some of the biggest, toughest looking guys would literally be cowering in the corner crying, or they would push their woman in front of them and run and leave her behind.
I've seen
I've
that
seen it
happen.
so many. It happens so often that is ridiculous.
Oh no, those are some of the best scares I don't want to sound like a sadist or anything. I'm not. I love people. I love talking with people. But those scares where you see like the knife go into the back and the person's just leaving all their friends behind, it's great. It's like it's ruined your whole friendship. Bravo.
I just love seeing a man jumping on his woman's back, like scared. Like those are the best.
Oh, those are great. There is a science to getting some of the best scares like that. And believe it or not, it's never going for the first person or the person in the back. It's always going for the person in the middle. Because when you scare, because the industry term that I heard from like Brock from Nightmare Forge is the groups are sandwiches.
Hmm.
What's the best part of the sandwich?
The middle.
The middle. It's not the bread. So the person on the end and the person at the beginning get the meat and the fillings. Know why? When you pop them and you get that impact, they scatter. They scatter. So now the
Uh,
person in the back is getting scared by whoever is stalking behind them, and the person in front is running ahead, and they're getting hit by that jump scare. The group's catching up. They're getting hit by that jump scare again because now they're disorientated. They're trying to catch up, and it creates so much chaos just from one little boop.
yes, that's amazing. I'm definitely, if I get back into the horror acting, scared acting, I'm definitely going to take that advice.
Oh,
Now,
absolutely.
even going to a haunted attraction, either working a haunted attraction or even going to a haunted attraction, I can't stand the tough guys.
Oh,
The
me.
guys who walk through with their lady or whatever, and they're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm not going to get scared. This is not scary." This
Yeah, no,
and I'm
I
like,
can
why the fuck are you wasting your
hear
money?
that.
Why the fuck are you wasting your money to go to a haunted attraction if you're not even gonna open yourself up to being scared?
There's some people that go through haunted attractions and they just totally don't get what it's about. They're like, you know what? This isn't a show that they're putting on. This is my show. I
Yeah,
feel like you'd have to be a narcissist to go into a haunted attraction and try not to get scared and be like, you can't scare me. You can't scare me. Try to show off for your girl. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. You're not going to get laid because you weren't scared at the haunted attraction. I
yes,
think that has a lot to do with it too. It's just dudes trying to get, an easy way. But I've seen that attitude over the years, and unfortunately, that's kind of a dangerous attitude because some of those dudes will physically try to
they
assault the
will.
actors to show how unscared they are,
Hmm.
and it's irritating because then you just hurt one of our family members. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm upset. You just soured what would have been a great night because you chose to be some dick who wanted to show off to his girlfriend. And the worst part is, I see the looks on your girlfriends when you do that, guys. They look at you like you're kind of part of my French. They look at you like you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, really. I mean, because like it's an asshole mentality.
Yeah.
Listen, you can watch some of my videos when I do with the walkthroughs. I scream. I get scared. It's
Yeah.
fun. That's why I'm
That's what
there.
it's about.
You got to
Even if
open
you're not that
yourself up.
scared.
When you go into a haunt, you got to open your mind up to being scared. You cannot
Yes.
go
No.
in saying I'm not going to be scared because if you
don't
go
even
into that, there's
don't
no
even
point
be
going.
ready just to be scared. Just be ready to play. If you're not being scared,
Exactly.
be ready to find something to bounce off the actors with, because that'll tell you whether or not that haunted attraction is doing a great job at delivering their entertainment. Because if they can't scare you, the least they can do is entertain you. And if you can find someone who's willing to bounce off of you and play and use their imagination, sometimes that's a more memorable experience of a haunted attraction than having the shit scared out of me. Some of those weird minor interactions you have with like goofy characters and they say something goofy that catches you off guard and you're like, what? Those work better than someone like
It
coming
does.
at me with fucking ah! Because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna remember that and I'm gonna think about that for the next 10 minutes. And because I'm thinking about that, I'm not seeing this guy coming up with me with a chainsaw.
Yes. Like I'm a haunted house, haunted attraction connoisseur. I've been over to 50 different haunted attractions throughout the country. So, and I love October because I love the haunted attractions. And
Absolutely.
so, like, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm pretty much a damn expert. And but I love the jump scares. I love scare actors. I don't like going to hard conventions, haunted attractions that have the animatronic. I,
Mm-hmm.
those have their place, but there it's just something that's not for me.
The animatronic in the modern haunted attraction, in my opinion, is used as a tool to distract guests while actors get the big reaction.
Hmm.
Because animatronics don't really get the same reaction as actors getting the scare out of people.
Correct.
When you have talented actors, and like I said earlier, not even if they scare you, if they entertain you,
Hmm.
the animatronics are just there to kind of play with you, set the scene, immerse you, and then pop, when you get scared or when actor is playing with you, you have a memorable moment. It's what
Exactly.
buffers in between the actual scares.
It's the distraction to
Hmm.
get you to the scare. but but I've been to several haunts. I'm not gonna name drop them on here, but it's all animatronics, and
Mm.
like that is something that it's it's not something as a horror attraction expert or fan, mega fan, that I like. I like the actors and actresses. I love the jump scares. I love the acting. I love the over the top screaming, the scratching, the bee noises. The creativity.
Ooh.
Yes, I love that. Like we had this guy that was making a snake noise. He was good at it, and I'm telling you, it was scared the shit out of me. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And I mean, it's amazing. I think some of the newer haunted attractions are going away from the actors and actresses, and they're going towards the animatronics because I guess it's maybe less liability, less expensive,
Less liability, COVID proof.
COVID proof.
There's also less money you have to pay out to your actors, because if you're not paying your actors properly, you're losing your retention rate for those actors, and if that just becomes a new hurdle to go over. I understand the business decision why some haunted attractions are opening up without actors. That being said, it still pales in comparison to haunted attractions with actors. I do support them in the sense that there should be something just below haunted attractions in terms of intensity for younger audiences, because at Realm of Terror, we actively tell parents, don't bring your kids here. This is stupid. We don't mince our words. We say, that's a stupid decision. Don't bring your kid through the haunted house. And they're like, oh, that's fine. It's not really scary. This Google review said you guys aren't scary. It's fine for them. And then, the little kid, Billy, taps out of the first room. And the parents are like, dude, we paid $40. Why? You didn't listen. As a kid. It's intense. There's blood. There's guts. There's people screaming in your face. It's designed. The house is designed to be as physically uncomfortable as possible.
So, what age range would you think a kid should come to your haunt?
Oh shit! At least 17. They'd have to at least be 17 to go through by themselves.
17.
Because there's adult subject matter. There's blood, there's violence, there's some like mannequins that got like the titties and whatnot, and the titties are all sawn open and shit. So there's serious adult subject matter in the haunted house that's not appropriate for kids anyway. But that being said, if you feel like your kids are okay with it, you don't mind bringing them there, that's fine. I'd still say 17, 16, that's like a good age range to go through the haunted attraction by yourself. If not, you have to at least be a teenager and have someone with you to watch them, because it does get intense.
Now, I've been to haunted attractions, and the one I worked at, they had like little wristbands that glowed in the dark or something, and these were for people who, as an actor or actress, you had to turn it down for them. Does your haunt have... I have a name for it.
What we have is open season. Whoever comes through those doors is getting the piss scared out of them.
I'm about to say, I have a name for those wristbands, but I don't want to say it on my show. But do you guys have the don't scare them wristbands?
What we have is social intelligence. So we've been practicing this a lot this year, actually. I saw a review recently, and I completely agree with it. The actors this year, even the new ones, are practicing a lot more empathy with groups, individuals that are showing signs like they're about to tap out, but they haven't said it yet. So we're, if we see someone and they're like fucking frozen, we're like, okay, you want out of this? And some haunt actors, some haunted attraction industry workers might disagree with me when I say this, but I think that's a good thing. I think it's okay for actors in the haunted attraction industry to break character and practice a little compassion with their interactions with the customers. I mean, we're being paid to scare the shit out of them and traumatize them, but at the same time, if someone is just unable to handle it, there has to be a point where you just knock it off and you say, all right, buddy, let's get you out of here. There has to be a point where we start stop playing and start being professional about it.
Exactly. So switching over, what's your best scare?
Ooh, that's a good question. I actually had a really good one from this weekend. I actually scared someone before they even. I made someone bust out of the house before they even entered the house. I was working
Nice.
the front door where we lead people into the house. They get to maybe the secondary queue line. So the way we have our queue line set up is now we have a virtual queue that limits the big long lines. It doesn't eradicate it for the really busy nights, but we've always also used the little swamp where my bush guy shtick is located as a secondary queue line before people actually go into the maze. But there's the front door, and being at the front door, you're out in the open. So I had to be a little creative to scare some people. So my toolkit for me with that was an Aztec death whistle, one of those things where you blow into it and it produces a loud scream. A shovel that I found outside, and it was a real shovel, and I was like, okay, this can be fun. And a tambourine, the music thingy, where you shake it and it's like dancing. I was dancing with people. I got a few scares with the tambourine, which made me feel really happy. One group, it was a father and a son. Bless them, by the way. They were very brave and really good about it. They went out when they realized it was just too much for them. I was playing with them, scared them with the tambourine, whatnot, and I was playing with them, being nice. But when they got to the door and I did the fake gag like I'm drinking rum and shit and blew the death whistle like right by them, I opened the door right after the kid was like, and he was frozen. I'm like, all right, time to party, party, party. And I was super chipper about it. That's the thing. Right after that, I wasn't mean or abusive.
Yeah.
I was not playing a mean or abusive character. I was playing an entertaining character who's ready to party. So I'm like dancing with the tambourine after I blew that whistle, and the kid's like, one foot in the door, and he's like, I can't do this. And then you see the dad, and he's like, what? And he's like, I can't do this. The dad has the dad face. He's like, okay, okay. And I'm like, you were very brave, young man. Nobody can travel the door. So that was probably my favorite scare from this weekend, just because making anybody bust right before they go into the haunted attraction, I mean, I feel sad, but it's also like, yeah, that's a big compliment to my skills as an actor.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure you watch my show. I interview a lot of indie horror filmmakers. Has that been something that you thought to sliding over to?
That's actually a really funny question. So I have since joining Realm of Terror branched out into film acting. It's actually really funny you mentioned that. I am currently working on horror movie projects. I got one I'm finishing up shooting next week, and I have another one I'm booked for come April. So I have actually been working on horror films and whatnot. It's a passion of mine. Actually, that's my new career path. I'm trying to kind of break through and make enough money to support my family off of film acting.
Awesome. Well, as you know, majority of my subscribers are horror filmmakers. So,
Oh yeah.
hit up Sam. So what are the hours to Realm of Terror haunted attraction, haunted house?
The hours, it depends on the day. We open the gates, let people in at 7 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, we stop selling tickets at 11:30 p.m. And then still have people probably coming through if it's a really busy night after. We probably have the actors on a busy night get out of there by 12:10. And we're talking like a busy night. Usually we're able to get the actors out like basically right after we stop selling the tickets at the gate. On Sundays and the occasional Thursday where we're open, there's usually like once a month where we're open on a Thursday. It's till 10 p.m. So pretty short hours. Those nights fly by.
Okay. Now, are you guys stopping at Halloween, or is this a year-long thing?
This is not a year-long thing. It is purely for the month of October. There are many other haunted attractions that do like off-season events. We
Hmm.
don't, and we kind of, I feel like we stand out because we don't. We could try one uh, day to do that, but at the same time, I feel like we get all our craziness out in October.
Yes.
We just want to like, ugh, chill.
So, Sam, I'm gonna give you a quick second. Plug yourself. How can people find you? And plug also the Realm of Terror Haunted House.
You can find Realm of Terror Haunted House on Facebook and Instagram. We even have a TikTok now where we have some of our actors just being extra weird and funny. You can find them under Realm of Terror. He usually has a big pumpkin guy as the logo, and it's a very wonderful. They got a lot of wonderful content on there. They have information about the prices, any promo days we do, and obviously the schedule for October. If anyone wants to follow me on social media, it's under King of Spooky. I have an Instagram. I post a lot of spooky pics up there, and I also showcase some of the other projects I do.
Awesome, awesome. Sam, it's been a pleasure, man. I'm glad you hit me up, man. I'm glad got to talk about it's one of my favorite things to talk about was this
Oh
haunted
no,
house.
it's one of my favorite things to talk about. I
It's one of my
spend hours talking about this.
I love them, man. I love them. Well, listen, when it comes to your acting, once that gets released, man, hit me up. Come back on. I would love to have you back on to
Oh yeah,
promote.
no. If I have any interesting horror movie projects that come out, I'll definitely hit you up. Just because, but right now I have to be careful talking about
Yes.
anything. No titles, no big descriptors on plot, no big promotions for any specific movie projects
Awesome.
until the
Totally
SAG,
understand. Yep.
yeah, until the strike is resolved.
Yes. All right, everyone. If you're out there in Round Lake, Illinois, or in the surrounding areas, please get over to Realm of Terror Haunted House and tell them that the Horror Realm sent you, and say hi to my buddy Scream. I mean, Scream. Whoa,
Scream.
Sam. He's gonna make you scream, and
I'll make you scream. I'm not
yes,
screaming.
and he might have his tangerine. He might.
I might make bee noises in your
He
ear.
might be making
I might
bee
scare
noises.
you.
He might be doing a lot of things.
I might tie your shoes together so you have an awkward time getting through the house.
Yes, and he might make you
That,
jump on.
put it on your friend and have you guys freak out because they're like, wait, whose hand is this? Whose hand is this?
And he might make you jump on your girlfriend's back.
I might eat. I might eat a cigarette.
Sam,
Not
it's been an
smoke
absolute.
meat.
Well, Sam, it's been an absolute pleasure, my friend.
Oh, the pleasure's been all mine.
Thanks, man. Thanks. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for coming to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Bye.